Yes.
Sup, bro?
What's up, bro?
And welcome everybody to the show. This is Peliculas with the Bros. My name is Adrian.
My name is Ivan.
And Peliculas with the Bros is a show where me and my brother Ivan discuss a movie. Every week we discuss a new movie. Ivan, what's the movie of the week?
Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Correct.
Whew.
What would be the Top Gun is the Top Gun.
Oh.
What would be Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1?
Shing, 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 shing.
Why?
Like a knife or something?
I was thinking more like a...
Like a fuse?
Da-da-da. Wait, what's their...
Da-na-na. 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 Da-da-da-da-da.
Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Da-da-da.
Sorry, spit right there. Ivan,
Yes.
thank you for listening. Thank you for... Well, not you.
Oh,
Not-
I am listening.
Yeah, you're already listening. Thank you, listener, for watching, for viewing us on your iron apparatus. We are a podcast. Every week we do a podcast. Me and my brother. If you like podcasts about movies, then you're in the right place. And if you like podcasts where we talk about a new movie every week, usually it's a movie that comes out in theaters, you're in the right place as well. So hit that subscribe button. If you're on youtube.com, Peliculas with the Bros, look us up, Peliculas with the Bros, and hit that subscribe button. Let us know what you think about the movie Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Also, we're a podcast, so you can find us on any podcast platform, like Ivan's favorite podcast platform
Spotify.
and my favorite podcast platform.
Apple Music.
He knows me. Wait, Apple Music? No, Apple Podcast.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cheating.
Yeah. But we're on a lot of things. Oh, I just hurt myself. Deezer, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Look us up, Peliculas with the Bros. Enough of that. Ivan, before we get into this movie, let's talk about the last movie we did, Past Lives. What's your last thoughts on Past Lives?
I forgot about it.
Me too. I mean, I know what I didn't even think about the movie.
Yeah.
Good movie, though.
Says something.
No,
Oh.
it doesn't. It's a good movie. Watch it, people. Ivan, are you ready to follow our boy? Oh, there he
Saw that?
goes. Parachuting with Ethan Hunt off a cliff, landing on a train.
Spoiler.
Ivan, are you ready to talk about this movie?
Yeah.
Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. What's the acronym for that? MIDRP1. When you're thinking about MIDRP1. Anyways, directed by Christopher McQuarrie.
Yeah.
Written by Christopher McQuarrie and Eric Jenderson, not Henderson. The premise of this movie, Ethan is back. Point blank and simple. And so is his team of IMF agents.
Yeah.
As they're on a mission to destroy an AI gone rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Feels apropos, doesn't it? You think that sounds impossible? Well, wait till we make matters worse. When his own country, the US of A, wants to stop him because they want AI technology for themselves. Toss in an old dangerous foe, a ravenous ultra thief, and a couple of meddlesome US agents.
Yeah.
You have the most impossible mission Ethan has ever faced. With the cast of Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt, Haley Atwell as Grace, Ving Rhames as Luther Stickle, Simon Pegg. Come back, Simon Pegg. Come back with like your own thing, you know?
I'm
But-
good.
But you're good. Simon Pegg as you're good? What?
I'm good.
As Benji Dunn, Rebecca Ferguson, shout out to Dune, as Isla Faust, Vanessa Kirby, shout out to, as Alana Metopoulos, Asai Morales as Gabriel. Quick side note, Asai Morales, if they ever make a movie about me, that's the guy.
All right.
Ivan.
I know.
Don't ever say the other guy.
All right.
Palm Clementif as Paris. Blah, 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 blah. That's enough of that. Ivan, the director of this, is Christopher McQuarrie. Quick 5-paragraph monologue on Christopher McQuarrie. Go.
From the dawn of time, there have been directors that have, some would say, revolutionized the genre, while others would say they haven't made too much of a dent.
I feel like I just typed in a prompt into like the most ghetto chat GPT ever.
Yes.
Thank you, Evan. Thank you for holding off while I drink some water. Anyways, Christopher McQuarrie, he started off as a writer.
Yes.
He wrote a lot of Bryan Singer's first films.
Oof.
Bryan Singer, disgraced X-Men and Superman director.
Rip.
Rip. Maybe not Rip.
You're like, hold on.
Rest in pain. Yeah, Rip.
Well, Rip, that's what I said.
His first movie, Christopher McQuarrie, that he ever directed was a movie called The Way of the Gun. Let's not talk about that. But seemingly he didn't do much until he wrote Valkyrie, which stars our boy Tom Cruise. And from there, he directs Jack
Reacher.
Reacher.
Yes.
Just check it.
Oh.
And then Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, Fallout, and now this. But it's interesting that he kind of put his foot in the door with Valkyrie, and Tom Cruise saw something.
Funny, it's like the other way around. It's usually a director who sees something.
Yeah, that's like the power of the Cruisy boy.
Yeah.
Is McQuarrie good without taking this movie into account?
Probably. I think Tom is more director than
Really?
probably. I think so.
I think in this sense, it's kind of like a true creative partnership.
Right. Synergy.
I wonder what it is though, like that the Cruise boy looks at McQuarrie and's like, we're slanging and banging, you and me.
Probably gets the vision. Doesn't question it. Like, I just want to jump off this. All right. Where other directors be like, why don't we just CGI it? And Tom doesn't want that.
But I could just say, okay.
But he also has movies.
Oh, that's the big caveat. But it's like the chicken and the egg. How am I gonna get in if I can't get out?
I don't know.
Okay,
There's no answer.
that's fine. Mission Impossible for you, Ivan. The franchise, the movies, the lineage. Talk to me.
I only remember one scene where I was like, wow. I don't remember what movie it was. It probably was Rogue Nation. But like there was a point where like the bad guy needed the codes to like all the banks, and it was like in a flash drive.
Yes.
And Tom Cruise he couldn't do anything about it. So what he did is he destroyed it. But first he memorized like thousands and thousands and thousands of numbers. And that was like his checkmate to the guy. Cause like, he's like, well, sure, you got me beat, but I'm the only one who knows the code. So if you kill me, you get nothing.
What
And the guy was like, Tom Cruise.
Ethan Hunt.
Yeah. It was better in the movie, but that's like the gist. Other than that, I don't remember anything.
And you don't remember even what movie that was.
No.
That's a good story.
Yeah.
Like that's how much it means to you.
Yeah.
Which is essentially it doesn't mean anything to you.
Yeah.
Which is fine because it's a movie that kind of started before you were born, and the second one I think it was made after you were born, but that's neither here nor there. It's based off a TV show, which is weird. There's a Mission Impossible TV show in the 60s.
Okay.
And they took this name. But for me, I'm glad you asked. Mission Impossible. Thank you. Number one is the one that I watched the most. I think I watched it on TV
Who's
a
the
lot.
villain? Is it this guy?
You know what? I don't know.
All
and it's
right.
definitely not this guy.
All right. You said you watched it the most.
As a kid. As a
Whatever.
kid, Ivan. As
Whatever.
little Pipsqueak.
Little Adrian.
Little tiny Archibald, you know? Yeah.
That kid.
That kind of kid. And then I watched 3 in the theaters with Dad. But 3 was really good. Like I remember watching it in theaters. Like it's
Cinema.
it's our boy Philip,
Seymour.
and he was so good in it. You're just like, God damn, I hate this dude. I want to kill him. But ever since like Tom Cruise kind of went a little wacky for me.
Rogue.
Come on, bro. Don't do that.
Come
Don't
on.
synergize everything so well. Ever since he went a little bit rogue, I kind of just fell off of his movies.
Right.
And then I fell off of Mission Impossible just because of that. But I came back for Fallout.
Right.
I don't know. I just don't know why, but I remember I went to watch it in the theaters, and I was just like, "This is what movies are about."
Hmm.
Um,
Interesting.
and then also when you look at, this is not about like my personal history with Mission
It's
Impossible,
not about me.
but when you look at Mission Impossible and like their directors, it's kind of
Stacked.
stacked.
Rattle off some names and
Brian De Palma.
I have no idea.
He's the guy that did Scarface and like a bunch of other like hit movies in the 80s and 70s.
Wow. Okay.
So Brian De Palma started off, and then I think it's John Woo who did like all the Hong Kong cinema movies.
That's pretty good.
And then it went to Brad Bird.
Incredibles. Tomorrowland.
And then J.J. Abrams.
Eesh.
I think it was J.J. before Brad Bird, but
Oh.
J.J., Brad Bird, and then it's our boy McQuarrie.
Oh.
But if you think about that, it's like they were kind of the Marvel template before Marvel, where it's like, let's bring a director and let him give his style to the movie.
Right.
Because the first one is very different from the second one, and the second one's very different from the third one as far as style. And you would think that like Marvel probably saw that and kind of learned a few lessons.
Right.
But it's also interesting to think about it as far as like Mission Impossible it's an IP, baby.
Right.
And people used to see it as, or at least directors used to see it as like, this might be my ticket to my next like big thing.
Like getting a Marvel movie.
Yeah, like the same way Nolan got his like
Start.
or like his Big Bang, you know,
Yeah.
Batman, and then boom, he's off to the races. But I think it went a different direction, and that's primarily I think because
Tommy Cruise.
Tommy Cruise is like, we got to make this
Stunts.
But it goes back to what you're saying. Maybe he is like the director guy.
He is. It's like Jason Bourne is Matt Damon. This guy. Tom Cruise is Ethan Hunt.
But
Indiana Jones is Harrison.
You can also say that about like James Bond, but James Bond's like,
but he has
no.
like precedence of change.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like the power that Tom has gained basically gives him the right to like any franchise he goes on.
Right.
And he is basically like the creative director. Maybe he's not the director of the film, but he is the creative director of like whether it's Top Gun or this movie.
Yes.
But how the sausage was made, Ivan. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. As I said, based off a show. Fallout, the movie prior to this, was a huge success, mega success, and it basically gave him the inspiration to like, let's go even harder for the next films. Unfortunately, this movie, like many, plagued by the pandemic, which is kind of crazy. Like,
that was 10 years ago.
Exactly.
Jesus, Tommy, boy.
And there's that infamous recording of Cruise yelling at the people.
I approved of that because he was doing it for the right reasons.
But do you think?
All right.
Look, it has to be here.
I didn't touch it.
I know, but you just gotta monitor it. Do you think it was real?
What was?
Cruzy being sincere, or was it him knowing like, if I flip out right now, this can be sold to E Online?
No.
No.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't subscribe to that notion.
I like that. I like that phrase.
Thank you.
The turn of phrase right there. This movie is expensive as hell. Probably $300 million budget. It's gonna make the money back. Who knows how successful it's gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be more successful than Top Gun? Top Gun is like top 5 of last year. 1.5 billion, I think, or something.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, I know what you're feeling right now.
All right, don't.
I know where you're going.
Don't know
Lastly, about this movie, real stunts.
Yes.
When you come to a Mission Impossible movie, you know you're gonna get real stunts, and this movie has that. In
Spades.
In spades. Ivan, Tom Cruise. Before we get into the movie,
Yeah.
the man, the myth, the legend, 1981 till now, he's made a shitload of films. I won't list them all. 1981 until now. Sure, you can say that about like Tom Hanks too, you know?
Yeah.
But this guy's jumping off of things.
Yes. Doing the same work for 40 years.
And still going for... Okay, this is like my pitch for Cruise being best actor of all time. The commitment to excellence, right? Tom Hanks, Will Smith, give me another. Leo. Maybe Leo's up there too. But like...
Timothy.
You make a film, Timothy Chalamet, you dirty dog. You make a movie and you put it out. But Tom Cruise makes a movie and he's like, cinema. We do this. He's basically Nicole Kidman. He lives that Nicole Kidman lifestyle about like...
Oh, I zone out now with that when that shows up in the theater. Like I'm just like, I'm almost traumatized at the point.
I'm just like direct to phone.
Oh, I don't, not yet.
Like catch up emails, work, how's work doing? Okay. Oh, trailer.
I'm so sick of it.
Maybe they'll learn. Is he the best actor of all time?
No.
Damn.
Best performer? No. Best stuntman? Sure.
I have a hot take about like performers and actors later.
Right.
I'll give it to you later. What do you think about Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1?
It's good. It's good.
Ivan, it was great.
Great. You're insane.
I am insane.
Certifiably. You're going rogue.
No, you can't use
Rogue Nation.
You can't use it for everything. Ivan, this movie's great because... And it's something that like it hit me while I was taking a shower for the first time in 100 years.
Yeah.
When you make a movie, you make it with an idea in your head of like, this is the movie that we're making, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you make Dune, or you make Cocaine Bear, or you make Dr. Seuss. Well, what's it? Cat in the Hat. Okay. You make all these with intentions.
Yes.
And then the intention is one thing, and then the execution is another.
Mm-hmm.
I think this movie, in intention and execution, is perfect.
Okay.
For what it is, you know?
Sure.
Like, it's legitimately... It intended to be exactly this, and it executed on that perfectly.
Yeah. Yes.
And if you accept that...
And if you accept the Lord...
If you accept that, then you can't say this movie's bad.
I can't?
Nope.
Oh, no.
So get the hell out of here. And no. If you accept that, you have to admit that this movie's good. You know?
Yeah.
Now.
Oh.
Ivan. Damn. Hey.
Okay, my bad.
This movie
Yeah.
is great for that reason.
Right.
Why do you think it's just good?
It's a little... I think it kind of has the same issues that the Marvel movies have, where it's like it has so many things that it has to hinge on, like this weird ultra thief, this Mexican ultra thief.
Mexican?
What is he?
Oh,
Spanish?
Yeah. No, yeah, he's Mexican. Sure.
Puerto Rican?
He's
This Puerto Rican.
He's Puerto Rican.
This Puerto Rican ultra thief.
Yeah.
He was like...
What's his name? Simon?
I don't know.
Hold on. Let's get his name right. Gabriel. Come on, it's Gabriel. I like when they're like, Gabriel. One thing about Gabriel, he hurts. Like he hurts with intention.
Like he doesn't want to hurt you. He doesn't want to kill. He wants to see you in pain.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. What?
I loved it. I was like, yeah. Woo! Gabriel, man, he's evil.
Yeah. Like I get it. You're there for the popcorn.
Yes. That's like my main rebuttal right
there. Yeah.
But it's that And the rebuttal to your Marvel thing is like, sure, it's like Marvel, but it does it way better than Marvel.
But still, like this guy, I felt I wasn't really scared of him.
No.
I felt like I wanted to be. I wanted to be scared of him.
Yeah.
I wasn't really scared of anyone. Which like Philip Seymour Hoffman, scariest man alive. If they did it in 3, I think they gotta. There's a bar already there. Not that anyone could ever reach his level because he's him, but
He is him.
he is that guy. He is him.
He has that dog in him.
Indeed, but I don't know. I think it's just I wanted a little scarier. Like the entity wasn't scary enough. It was like goofy,
I
but
love the entity. I love how
was-
stupid the entity was.
I mean,
Because like every time they talk about the entity, you hear the sound.
a transformer.
I'm like, why does it sound like a Transformers in the background?
I hope in the next one they give him more form
Who? Gabriel?
than entity.
The entity?
Gabriel, I hope he dies like first minute. Like
Yeah.
entity's like, well, you've served your purpose. What?
So you want the entity? We're I like how we talk like everyone knows what the entity is. The entity in this movie. So like the whole thing is like, there's the bad guy in this movie is Gabriel, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the real bad guy is the guy that's controlling Gabriel, and it's not even a guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a they them. It's an AI,
Okay,
right?
it's non-binary.
It's non-binary, and this AI is called the entity.
Yes.
And Ivan's, I guess one of the gripes you have is that, basically the lack of fear of Gabriel.
And the entity.
So you're not afraid of the entity either.
Come at me.
Oh, Ivan, we live in a chat GPT world.
Ah.
We have a computer right here, can literally transform.
Okay, we'll team up. I'll be Gabriel for you.
Okay. I mean, I hear your critiques. Trust me, I hear them, Ivan.
But are you listening to them?
Not really.
Fair enough.
It's just like I know that's like what you were gonna say.
It's like but there's no, like the ultimate rebuttal is like it's a movie. And like okay,
It's a movie.
I guess I can't beat that. You know, like I can't.
Right, you can't.
So what?
We could call it a podcast. I know what you mean. I know that there's no rebuttal to what I'm saying, but it comes down to taste, right? And like when that taste hits your mouth, I don't know what it sounded. When that taste of AI goodness hits your mouth,
Yeah.
it tasted so good to me, you know? It wasn't obviously like this is game breaking, like holy cow, we are watching amazing stuff right here. No, but we are watching masterful execution at work
Mm-hmm.
of like this is a popcorn film made for the masses, and
Right.
like the rebuttal again is like the Fast X is the same thing, Shazam is the same thing,
No.
but this movie does it 1,000,000 times better.
But I think this one is aware that it's corny or cheesy and like
Yes.
cookie cutter. Where those are like, this is the best we can do. Please watch this.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm not too cutthroat about it. I still think it's good. I'm just
Right.
not saying it's a 5.
No, right. But like now when you say that, like you made me think of how the directors of Shazam or of a Fast X see their film, and they're like, "This is the best we can do." To me, it's more like McQuarrie and Cruz are like, "We know we're freaking good," you know. Like we are so confident in providing you popcorn filler, like pure candy. Like we know we're giving you a straight up sugar bar.
Yeah.
Where whoever made stupid other movies are just like, please like it. We
Right.
tried, you know. I don't know. There is a level of cheesiness, like for sure, for this film. Like
The end, the train scene, it was almost comical.
why?
Like, how many were falling and how they had to keep going.
Yeah.
I was like, I could actually watch this for an hour and just them like, come on.
Yeah.
They're like,
Dude,
please.
my hands are so sweaty.
I was,
watching
but
that.
it was funny because like after 3, it's like, all right, what's going on here? This is kind of going on too long.
Yeah, but it goes back to why is that movie? Oh, the fan. It goes back to also what John Wick did, in Chapter 4, where like the stair scene.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing, you know, and it's
Mhm.
like, oh my god, climbing up all these stairs and going back from bottom to the top.
But I kind of expected it with John Wick, because it was it already felt kind of goofy. Like, all right, he should have died in 1. Everything after this is like, all right, I know what I'm here for. Like, just insanity, not possible anything.
Uh-huh.
Or kind of Mission Impossible. I thought it was a little more grounded.
No, come on, bro.
I thought it was.
No.
Like, just the vibe of it felt more like James Bond grounded, or
However
Jason
grounded
Bourne.
that is, though.
Yeah, yeah. Like that level of grounded, where John
Yeah.
Wick is like, here, James Bond, this movie is what I thought, and then real life here.
Sure. I mean, I do think the train sequence. It's hard to say, but I guess it wasn't as grounded.
I think also I was a little sick because I saw the train from Indiana Jones. So it's
Yeah.
like double trouble train trouble.
Trouble, train, trouble. Yeah.
So I was like, all right, another train thing. I know they couldn't have predicted that.
But like now that you mention it, this one does it way better.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, they're shooting in the day.
Uh-huh.
Like that's when you know they're up to no good. 'Cause, like
Those nefarious day
they
shots.
know that it's gonna be freaking hard to do a day shoot. You know,
Yeah.
where you can cover it up at night.
Yeah.
These guys have the ball to do just crazy shit. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, cheesiness. Like one of the cheesy things that I guess that's kind of one of the things that I like about it is that it is cheesy and how they make certain things feel cheesy with the dialogue. Like the director of the IMF, yeah. He's like, the way he talks is like, you need to do this for me. You know there's no other. Like, it's just so intentional, you know, deliberate.
Yeah.
You're like, out of it.
I get it. I just don't like it. Because
Yeah.
it's like, it would technically be bad writing or bad dialogue or just bad in general. Because it's
Yes.
like, this is the stuff where people would like, if anyone did it, they'd be like, you could do better, that sort of thing.
Yep.
But they're aware that they want it at that level.
Yes.
So it's a movie.
Got him. You got yourself.
It's impossible.
Well, like,
Mission Impossible.
you dirty dog.
Rogue Nation.
You got like so many puns today, don't you?
It's like the same 3 puns recycled.
A little bit
Rogue.
impossible. Mission Impossible. Ivan, then if you were the director of this, what are the little tweaks? Obviously, like, don't change too much, but how would you make it a perfect 5 out of 5 for you, for your tone?
I would probably take out Gabriel for like an actor, like not Mad Nicholson, just
Adam Driver.
Nah, it's like Daniel Day-Lewis, just out of his mind, like just something wild.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Sure,
Okay.
just something like that where like everyone else is kind of like, oh, I got to do this, and they say their cheesy stuff, and then Joaquin Phoenix is just pure insane villain.
Okay.
And then just have that, so like there'd be real fear, and maybe give the AI something. Maybe they're saving that for the next movie, and they're gonna like give him like an android body. Imagine
He just turns into Vision.
yeah, Vision comes out, or what's the other guy, Ultron?
Ultron.
Like just
But okay, so that's one part. What about how would you fix the cheesiness? Because I think that is kind of making the movie work in a way, you know?
right.
Because it's so ridiculous that you need to make it cheesy. So how would you flip the script or?
It's tough.
Do you need like Oppenheimer level of seriousness with
No,
like the dialogue?
my biggest thing is I just wanted a scary villain. I was just not scared. Anything else, I'm okay with the cheesy, but it didn't feel like there were stakes. Like when they said one has to live, one has to die. I'm like, okay, so one who's gonna die?
Yeah, that to me honestly, like the whole AI thing was very confusing as far as like how does the AI and Gabriel like what
Talk.
are they together? Like are they like
At the start, I thought Gabriel was like a fake person,
yeah,
and
me
like
too.
he didn't actually exist except like in the
Hologram.
glasses. Or is he like somehow making himself real?
Uh-huh.
Because I didn't know who he was. Even with the flashback, I was like, I don't remember.
Right.
I never even, I don't have a memory of this.
It's fake. It's a retcon.
Really?
Yeah. So like they retconned. They
Uh-huh.
basically did just like a shoot in modern times. It's
Oh, so it just, that's brand new for everyone.
yeah.
That's even worse. So, that's
But like you took it and you accepted it. How's it worse?
because I didn't care about them. I was just like,
But I think that's the point. You don't have to care. It's the same thing as Marvel, you know?
but I mean, I cared about Guardians 3, all of them.
Yeah, but you didn't care about anything in any of the other Marvel
But
films.
why not?
Like, okay,
Why shouldn't they?
no, they should.
Hmm.
But I guess my question is, did you have any kind of feelings towards any of these characters? Like the Haley Atwell character, like when she
I like
was.
Ving Rhames. He was cool.
You racist. You hate white people. Don't you?
Oh yeah. Like, hold on.
No, yeah, he was good. But I guess like when one of the characters passes away, spoiler alert, did you feel like, oh damn?
Initially, yes, when it was the fake out,
Yes.
because I thought, oh, that's a sad way to go. Like you're about to reach her, and then she dies. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of felt it there. And she came back, and then she died in like the weirdest knife battle ever that she probably should have won, because she's like MI 28 or something. She should be like John Wicking everyone.
But he's somehow like pretty.
Adept.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like,
He's a slick Rick, you know.
but he doesn't seem like the type.
He doesn't. But
Like, they should, like, if this was a retcon and he was just some random guy, why'd they get this guy?
I don't know. It's an interesting casting choice for sure. I mean, he is devilishly handsome, but
But
that's it.
they should have got the Mantis girl, Paris. Let's just put
She was good.
her in his role. Switch it, actually, and it'll be more progressive and better.
You feminist.
Sure.
She was really good.
Yeah. I
She was
thought she was going to live and then team up. I was like, oh, this is going to be a cool team.
She's alive.
Oh, there's like a pulse, wasn't
Yeah.
there? But I didn't like
We got
that.
a pulse, guys. Oh,
Like a
she's
knife
back.
already lodged in there, no hospital for the next 8 hours.
I haven't. It's Mission Impossible. Okay. The name is Impossible Task or Impossible Mission Force,
Yeah.
which is a crazy name. But yeah, she's like Joker.
Yeah.
Like I love her energy in this film.
yeah.
And for the whole time, I didn't know she was from Guardians.
Oh,
Did you?
yeah.
I was like, dang, this girl's good. And then
She's
I was
gonna
like,
go places.
she's from that. Oh, what the?
It's such a. I like how like the contrast.
Yeah.
Like it was so insane, the range.
Yep.
I liked it. It was good.
This movie, like, on the subject of cheesiness, it is kind of borderline classic Hollywood film and new Hollywood. You know, like it's trying to do all the modern things of Hollywood, which is like CGI, great effects, big as you can get, but it's also teetering on the classic Hollywood of like
Doing it.
also just like there's like those scenes where you can just envision this being a classic 1970s epic film. Like there's a scene when it's actually just a shot where Tom is like looking out in like the sun, and then Haley Atwell just like stands right next to him, and like her hair's blowing, and the music's just like hitting, and you're like, I'm in La La Land right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just interesting, you know. Like that's another subject. Like, this movie's so freaking expensive, you know. should this movie even be made?
But
Like, what
ethically,
is this? What is this movie? Who is this movie for?
Tom Cruise,
Damn, ego.
a little bit, but his company, who cares?
But if it makes money,
Sure.
too, you know,
Sure,
and it's better than Fast X.
sure.
I guess like my rebuttal to my own statement is just that only these movies, like if you're gonna make a movie that costs 300 million,
Yeah.
it better be this good.
Yeah,
But if you make Fast X, don't kill yourself, but do something. I mean, I won't go that far, but
yeah. Like if you have CGI, you might as well. Like, what's actually limiting you from making the good movie?
yes. And if you're gonna make a popcorn film, do it like
Good.
good. Just I don't know. I guess the idea is like it is pretty hard to make this kind of film.
Yeah.
I don't know. That being said, Haley Atwell is good. I like her as a new recruit. She has quite a face though.
Yeah.
It's just like very wide,
Big old head.
big old head. That's very rude. I don't like.
Uh,
I think. Wait, what's more rude? Big old head or she has a face?
I mean, we meant the same thing. If anything, mine's less because it's honest.
Okay. Okay, Trump. Vanessa Kirby, I like her in this film. Like, she has like 5 lines, but it's fine.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen her somewhere.
She was in she was in Fallout, and she was in other stuff.
But I feel like she's famous. Like, I don't know. I don't remember her, but I remember her.
I forgot. She might be in Fast and Furious movies. But she has like my favorite line, and it's in the trailer where she says like, "The world is changing. War is everywhere. What are you going to do?" Do you remember that? Okay. I know I'm way off. Whatever. Palm is good as the badass goon. She's Joker. I already said that. Asaya Morales, good looking as hell. Cruz. What do you think about Cruz in this?
Good. He didn't seem old, which is like my critique of all these like old people reprising their roles.
Indiana Jones.
Yes. So it was good. Like, I was a little worried. Yeah, this is 50-year-old guy, but it seemed realistic.
60.
Never mind.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it was good. He was good.
And saying that, this I teased this earlier, but what if you know how like I guess we can use this guy because you love him so much. Timothy Chalamet, you know
Who?
Timothy Chalamet? Never heard of him? He comes into the scene and everyone's like, "Oh, great actor," you know, and like, "Oh, he's the next big thing," right?
Right.
There needs to be like a section of actors where they're like, he's the next like performance. He's the next great performance based actor, you know, like action, like he can do it all. You don't see that anymore. Like, of course, you have like your action hero people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme, but they probably didn't have enough in the acting side. But you don't see guys like Tom Cruise, basically, or Keanu. You know, like people that can act, but they can also ride a motorcycle, shoot guns, and do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
Like-
it's a little dangerous now. Now that like you can just fake everything, and then it's kind of like
Yes.
with direct or just prioritize. Like if you're good at that, you do that. Good at that, good do that, and then the end product is just this teamwork effort instead of Tom Cruise. Learn that, 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 and then we'll be good. It's like a compartmentalizing.
But okay, but at first Tom was just good at acting. You know,
Yeah.
like he made like comedies and dramas at first,
Yes.
and then he picked up one by one like a freaking savant.
Yes.
Like I want Timothy. I want who else? Zendaya.
Tom
want
Holland.
Tom Holland. Tom Holland's probably like the guy to do this too, because I know he's like a dancer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like let's see you guys put in some extra work to like master your craft of being an artist. You know,
Right.
that would be cool. Because then you get like the LeBron James of acting, where like you can do everything. And of
Yeah.
course, there's not gonna be 20 of these guys. There's only gonna be one. But who's that guy? Who's that next? Who's next? You know?
I think it's over then. I don't think that's a thing anymore. Because it's kind of unhealthy.
Is it unhealthy? I mean, it's part of.
It's
It's
unhealthy
risky.
for like not a LeBron to do that. Because there's only like one LeBron. There's only going to be one this,
Correct.
that. But if you're like everyone in this class, this is the LeBron class. We're going to form you into getting there. Whereas realistically, all of them are not capable of that.
Correct. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we
That's-
only need one or two a generation.
Right.
I feel like there's nothing out there unless I'm missing.
But I don't want
something.
anyone. Like I mean, if they exist, sure. If that's what they want. But it's like you want a psychopath to be born and then be formed into
Oh yeah, this is your critique of. Yeah, I know. This is your social. This is like your. This is your whole thing that you live your life.
I haven't
on.
said a word.
No, you're basically.
Oh, you're doing the thing, aren't you?
You're gonna rant against like people who are obsessed with stuff. Like
Yeah.
be healthy. Your mind is not healthy if you're doing that.
So yeah.
You're suffering in your head if you're trying to achieve that.
Not
kind
all the time.
Okay.
I think like a Kobe is good because he's meant to do that. But if you're like you see Kobe and you're like, I have to do that, and then you just go mindless,
Oh, gotcha.
it's like being realistic.
Okay, so then my thing is like, yes, you're right. Maybe don't look for this guy. Just let him be born,
Yes.
right? Or a girl, let him be born into.
Let him be born. Oh, sorry. Cut that out.
AI. Did you think? I guess like, is there some kind of meta commentary with the AI? Because there is this whole.
Chat GPT.
There's the Chat GPT, but there's also currently, it just came out like SAG
Mm-hmm.
is protesting that companies want to use variations of actors with AI.
Mm-hmm.
Like they want to upload your face into AI and use you digitally. Is there some kind of meta commentary going on here?
Yeah. Sure. Like I think it's obviously going to destroy things, but in the long term, I mean, there's only one way it'll go. Like it'll destroy things, and then we'll be reborn with like this new world that's better.
Wait, Ivan. Are you
Go ahead.
just
Any
like-
questions?
Are you like
Pro AI?
No.
Yes.
Did you just give me like Armageddon and then like what's after Armageddon? Like
Fallout.
no.
Fallout.
You dirty.
That one was real though.
But basically you're saying AI is gonna wipe everything off and then something new will be born.
No, it's well, yes, but like when computers started, it wiped out a lot of things, didn't it?
You mean jobs?
Yeah. When farmers got machines to farm for them, it wiped out a lot of jobs. And then now we're like, would you want to go back to hand farming to feed 8 trillion people?
Right.
Like, I mean, it'll destroy things, not like, maybe literally, I don't know.
Yeah.
It could. But I think it'll destroy things like the things that should have been destroyed.
So should actors be destroyed?
I don't think the ones that are serious about the crafts will be destroyed.
Okay.
Like Timothy's not going anywhere.
Oh,
Come on.
we honestly, like, for the love of God, we need to find a different actor than Timothy, because I don't know, he should
Tom
be paid.
Holland, fine.
We only know 2 actors.
And Zendaya,
Zendaya.
the trifecta of perfect actors.
Oh God. Yeah. Compare this movie to Indiana Jones.
Night and Day, starring
So
Tom
something's
Cruise.
like, there's a glitch in my head.
Huh.
Because I saw Indiana Jones. I came out and I said 4.25.
Yeah, you're wrong.
And I'm wrong.
Okay.
But I'm also right.
Yes.
But I'm very wrong.
Yes.
My thing is like my skewing system, my rating system is so skewed now, like it doesn't even work correctly.
You say this like once a month. Something's wrong. I need to reevaluate the
No,
system itself.
I guess like I watch a movie and sometimes I get caught up in the moment.
Right.
And I'm like, that movie was great.
Yeah.
And then like I watch a movie like this time, like actually this movie is better than that.
I think it's tough because like it is Indiana Jones is good technically.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really do much wrong besides it was kind of a little boring. Like too many like and now we're here. Like it's only boring because we've seen that so many times.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. Like it's technically good. And I think we're just getting to an age where like information, we just see everything. We've seen all the tropes. Maybe not mainstream wise. Like they don't see it as much.
Right.
But I don't know.
But that should be me. Like I'm not mainstream.
Uh-huh.
And I watch Indiana Jones and I act like a dummy. I'm like, oh, that was great.
But it was good.
But it's also like I know it's great in the dumb way. It
Right.
is, So I think now my grading system is like basically just like how do I feel?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, it's a 5 out of 5,
Mm-hmm.
right? But is it technically a 5 out of 5? No.
Right.
I don't know. It's just like a midlife crisis, I guess. And I think this movie is like a great movie. Maybe not to watch right after or before John Wick, but like you put those two right next to each other and they make sense,
John Wick was better than this. You're like, cut the camera.
No, let me check my rating system. I don't know, man.
You don't
Why?
think-
Why do you think it was better?
I think John Wick is like what Tom Cruise wanted it to be, him to be. I guess John Wick is more about guns, but it was just more exciting, more fun. And then they're also like doing this, like they both are like, we got to up the ante. We got to up the ante. But Tom is like, stunts is the upping the ante.
Mm-hmm.
John Wick is, or Keanu is like more gunplay, more
Shout out
crazy
to Gunplay.
shots.
Uh-huh.
That's upping the ante. But I think it's because John Wick is kind of the first to do guns that good ever. So it's like they set the bar now. But with this, like, because we kind of seen even more insane stuff in CGI stunt wise, like just seeing him jump off a thing it's cool if you know it's real.
Yeah.
But like if CGI can just do that even more insane, then what really is the point? Besides like bragging rights. Not that I'm like saying
I think the only rebuttal is like maybe CGI can't do it that well. Because like when we watched that in the theaters, it looked very real because it was real,
But they even use CGI for this, like
They did.
Because I
Like
did you see
touch-ups. Yeah.
the video of them doing it?
Yes.
It's like a giant ramp.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't in the movie.
But that's kind of like, that's the genius of how you should use CGI, right?
Yeah.
It's like the touch-ups. It shouldn't be like, all right, green screen everything.
But look, in Iron Man, no, in Avengers, when Tony gets launched out of the building and he has to like free dive with the suit and get like his suit together.
Yeah.
That was way more insane than this one.
I had to rewatch that.
Like when I saw that, I was like, oh my God. Like I
Right.
felt the tension.
Right.
Just because the CGI was so good, you can't even tell. And if you can't tell, then what is the point besides saying you really wanted to do that? And if he really wants to do it, then sure. But maybe he should, like, imagine he takes this mentality and then just really goes into CGI, like really merge it, and not even Mission Impossible, maybe like Oblivion 2 or whatever. And he does these stunts, but really like ups his CGI on this. Like he could do even more insane stuff.
True.
Like him like launching himself into space. Just like you see his face flapping. Like that was real, But he's not actually in space. It was all CGI. Like,
right.
it's
But that's more technology. He's not doing much. That's probably his like rebuttal. Like, the reason I like to do it is because I'm doing it, not the computer.
but I think he's like on the
Highway to hell.
no, he's on the highway to hell. He's like ticking. His time is almost up. That sort of thing.
Well, he would be a great. What is it? Martyr, right? He would be a martyr.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's not wish death upon our great Tom
No.
Cruise. But side note, I was watching how they made the scene where in John Wick where he goes around the like
Top down shot.
Arc de Triomphe
Oh yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
the car,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was so freaking crazy that he literally like drove that car and like practiced shooting as he was like spinning, and he did that.
Yeah.
Like Keanu did that.
Yeah.
Keanu, my boy,
Yes.
he my boy.
Yes.
You're right. Maybe see like I think I have severe recency bias. I don't know how to like articulate that to like my future self. Like, all right, Adrian, this movie was good. You gave it a 4.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this movie that you gave a 4.5 that you watched 5 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
it's better because of this. How do I communicate between my past self and future self? I think I just need
Time machine. The anathema.
Oh
whatever.
yeah, sounds like a thumper.
The dial of destiny.
The
Jesus.
Dial of Destiny. Ivan, let's rate this movie. Out of 5.
Keys.
Oh, the
Cross keys.
hold on, I have the name. Out of 5. What are those keys called?
Huh.
Out of 5 little cool Christmas light keys.
Yes.
How many Christmas light keys are they?
Give it 4.
Cool. We'll get a 4.5.
Jesus Christ.
You know what? I'm gonna edit this right now. Freak this.
No.
4.25.
You're changing the past.
I'm like a freaking time traveler over here.
Poor Tom. He's watching this like, I needed that 4.5.
Is this movie okay?
Hmm.
Can you just, for my own sanity,
Hmm.
name like your 5 top films, just like off the top
Ever?
of this year?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll give some that I think you liked a lot. Spider-Man Across the Universe. Is that number 1?
Probably.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
That's number 2.
John Wick 4.
Number 3.
Really?
Probably, yeah.
Dead Reckoning.
8.
Creed 3. Indiana Jones. Scream 6. Past Lives.
Those like unrated.
Flash. Transformers. Fool's Paradise. Master Gardener.
Unrated.
Super Mario Brothers. Shazam. Cocaine Bear. Ant-Man.
Dang, I did not like a lot of these movies.
Exactly. Magic Mike's Last Dance.
That was this year?
Yeah, that was the first movie
that's
this
like
year.
5th or 4th. Then
Knock at the Cabin.
6th.
So Dead Reckoning is below Magic Mike.
Yeah.
You're a Magic Mike guy, that's why.
It's, you know me.
Born and raised.
Yeah.
Born and raised. That's so creepy. Born and raised a Magic Mike guy.
Since I was a young lad, love watching Magic Mike.
Ivan.
Eh.
I don't know how we're gonna do this, but next week is
Oppenheimer.
is it Oppenheimer, Barbie?
Yes.
Is it both? Is it 2 separate shows? Should we like really give each movie a show?
I just don't know if I'll be able to watch both in a week.
Okay, fair. So let's just do Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
When are you gonna watch it?
When?
Yeah,
Monday? Tuesday?
I got tickets for the 70 millimeter screening
There's one here? Or is it LA?
here, Mission Valley.
That's 7mm?
Yeah, there's an option for 70
Oh,
millimeter.
I don't know. I guess I'll watch it there.
We have to do it now because they sell
On
out
Monday?
fast. What?
Even okay, whatever.
Give me your prediction.
Change me. I'll make a nuke or something. Maybe. I think it'll be good. Like I think it'll be a nice cleanse from these movies where it's just nothing.
Yeah.
Like this will, I feel like I'll have like existential dread after it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be good.
Best movie of the year? You think it's because like,
Tough.
did you see the trailers for Mission Impossible?
Yes.
Because I heard it was like boom, 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 and this movie and this movie.
I mean, I don't trust trailers. I saw it and I was pretty much right on my. I was like, it'll be good stunt movie.
no, I'm saying, did you see the trailers before they showed the trailers for the movie? The trailers for Mission Impossible, not for the movie specifically Mission Impossible.
Like when I went to watch Mission.
Yes, did you see the trailers for that?
Not really.
Oh, okay, because that's what I'm saying. Like they had movie after movie that are gonna come out this year that are really good. Oscar.
Oh.
Uh, the reason I'm asking you that is like, I think Dune's coming out, right?
Okay.
What else is coming out? Barbie, obviously. Oppenheimer. What's gonna be the best movie of the year?
I feel like Barbie will be there. Like neck and neck with Oppenheimer. Depends. It's just I wasn't too into Tenet, and I'm scared he's gonna do a little too much. But it seems like a simple story. Like just straight up, it'll show what his mentality
It's a simple
is.
story. It's just 3 hours long.
I'm down.
Okay.
I just don't want. I don't want more time dilation. Just give me the story and let me experience it.
Found this on Reddit. Someone commented about like their plan to watch Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, how are you guys gonna watch it? One guy wrote, black coffee and toast breakfast, drop mescaline, Oppenheimer matinee, nap, tequila shots and mimosas, evening showing of Barbie, clubbing. This is the way.
Wow.
And I laughed out loud.
That'll be good.
It'll be good. Ivan, it's time for Section Called.
Things and such.
There's the actor and writer strike that's going on. That's like gonna mess up Hollywood for a good year.
Yeah.
We're not gonna see good movies and shows for probably like.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine too.
Like I think after Succession, after Barbie, after Oppenheimer, like I have everything I need.
Yeah.
Anything else, like, be real.
Yeah. Because like it sort of dovetails perfectly into my my upcoming addiction to steel boxes, where I'm just like, okay, you guys are gonna work. Well, I'm gonna go collect old movies and watch them. You know. So excited for that.
Yeah.
What you watch this week?
Nothing really. No.
I watched Godfather 2.
It's all right.
What?
What?
It's just like very classical. Like you can't say anything bad about it.
We need another. I guess that's Oppenheimer. Never mind. Oops.
Oops. I watched a movie called Tully. Have you seen that?
No.
It's Charlize Theron, and it's like very basic movie, but with a good twist. She basically is a expectant mother with like 2 kids, and it's tough because 2 kids are hard to deal with, and the dad's working a lot.
Wah.
And she has this kid, and she's like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. The brother's like, oh, I have this nanny. She comes only at nighttime, so you can sleep at night, and then you don't have to wake up with a baby, right?
Okay.
She's like, I don't know. So she tries it. She tries not using the nanny for a couple weeks, but it's too much, and she's like, fine, I'll give in.
All right.
Gets a nanny, and nanny's perfect, right? How can this nanny exist? She's perfect. Fast forward, the nanny was a figment in her imagination. It was actually her younger self. Like, the nanny was a version of her when she was younger. And how did this work? It's because she was not sleeping, and she was like kind of delusional.
Uh-huh.
But it ended up working out.
So it's just like her sleepwalking.
Kind of, yeah. It's a good movie.
Okay.
You should watch it.
No.
Comic-Con. Who cares?
What's...
Consumerism.
No. What's...
the simplicity of that.
What's
What's
like what's like gonna be there?
what's gonna be there?
It's not about comics anymore. It's about movies. What movies are gonna be there? Not Oppenheimer, not Barbie,
Then I'm not there.
Marvel.
Yeah, like it's funny because now that I'm really into comics, like true comics, not like Marvel and DC, like real comics. Now I really want to go to a Comic Con,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to go to that Comic Con. I want to go to like where the real comics go to.
Like New York Comic Con.
There's a one in like North Carolina, and then there's like random ones, you know,
Yeah.
that where like the indie comics go, and that's where I want to go to.
Ah.
But it's just interesting now, like in retrospect, now that I'm more,
Mature.
I know more about it. And,
Mature.
and San Diego Comic Con is just like for the noobs.
Mature.
And it's just crazy, you know? And you get caught up in the hype, like, oh, what are they in line for? Oh, they're going to get that exclusive. Oh, I want an exclusive. You don't even know what that toy does. Consumerism, baby.
Yeah.
Video games?
Still playing little Demon Souls. It's a toughie.
Beat it? So tough?
I mean, it's not as tough as I thought it would be. It is tough,
Yeah.
but just because I just have to be patient. It's not something you can like dead. Dead. It's like strike, go away.
Right.
And
Parry.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just never that patient. But now it's like if I'm just realistic and just take my time, I can just whittle through the game.
Is that fun, though? Are you having fun?
A little, because it's like a little bit exploration. So like there's like it's a castle, this first part. So I'm like slowly going through it, and I'm like, scared because I don't know what's gonna be in the corner. But then like once I finish it, I have to like go back to like save and then put away the money and whatever.
Oh.
And then once I go back again, so I can go further, it's like it's just easier because I already know what's in store.
Right.
And I've had practice, so it's just cool, like that back and forth gameplay.
So that's the addicting part.
Yeah, like the fun of just dominating a place that was killing you before, or that gave you fear, and going back like John Wick.
Oh. Oh damn! You
Yeah.
can do that?
No, but
That'd be cool. Minecraft
paused.
indefinitely.
No, until
Hiatus.
yes,
Vacation.
sure.
Until.
I have a little plan I want to do because I want to do more photography. Not like take pictures, just learn like the concepts. And I think with that, I'll be able to like see framing of things better. Like learn that, and then maybe architecture, like a little framework, so I know it.
That's crazy. You need to learn all that for.
I don't have to, but nobody else is doing this. So if I really learn this, I'll just be way ahead. Even if I have like the tiniest knowledge,
Right.
most people don't have any of it.
Right.
So if I could learn it, I'll be miles ahead.
That's an interesting concept. You're very similar to me, where it's like you get into something, you're like, guess I gotta learn this. Guess I gotta learn this.
Mm.
I do the same thing with like whether it's Blender
Oh,
or
how's that?
like
Yeah.
code or books, comics. I'm like, oh, gotta learn the history of comic books now.
Yeah.
But I'm more about like I'm very into the history of things.
I just want to get the gist. Like, oh, I get what it's about. Like, I get mostly what it means, so I can like have just an
Maybe that's not
understanding.
what I'm not as good at that as you are.
Oh, you want to just keep going?
I'm like,
I gotta master this.
yeah. And then I realized that it's not about mastery. It's more like I need to know the history from zero to now.
No, I don't care. I just want to, like, I want the framework. I just want to
Yeah.
understand it.
Yeah.
After that, that's when I get bored.
Okay. That's good. music?
I'm thinking music is just a background sound these days.
Uh huh.
It shouldn't be anyone's life ever.
Music is really good when you're young.
And Drake.
Drake.
Do you see the Drake interview? I mean, it just came out.
I saw like a
Snippets.
clip. Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
I just saw the clip where he's like.
The Tyga or no.
I saw a little bit of that, but the one is where he was like, "You're here on your son's birthday." That's dark. And then she's like, "Where's your son?" It's like, doesn't matter. It's not his birthday.
It's a good interview.
I was listening to Zane Lowe
Okay.
interviewed Dominic Fike, but the interesting thing about it was like, he's like, Drake is very aware and he has a sense of humor of himself, but it doesn't seem that way sometimes, you know. But
Oh, like he has a little chip, I'm sure.
yeah, but I think he should, now that he's like the winner of Chicken Dinner, he should just commit to being super self-aware. It's like what you said, make that show where it just makes fun of himself.
Yeah. I think it's like I agree, but it's like the LeBron situation where like he's so successful, he's at the top, like, and he has this huge eye on him, like everyone's looking at him.
Yeah.
It would drive anyone insane, and the fact that he's self-aware to this point, like at his range, like that's respectable enough for me. Like, hopefully he keeps going, but if he doesn't, it's like, all right, you did enough with what you. Like anyone else in your situation would have just lost it, and most people probably did.
I think that's like one of the things that Joe Rogan's good at too, because like he always talks about that, like how he tries to avoid everything as far as social media and talking to or reading about stories about him or anything like that. He's like, I don't want to pay attention to that because then it influences me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter because like people say that, but they don't really care about it that much.
Like, don't let it enter your mind.
Yeah.
It's tough with Drake though. I think because he has to be on social media to market. I mean, I don't think he even has to. He's so
he has
big.
to be public.
Yeah. I would just, I don't know. If I were him, just cut it all off and have a social media manager follow him around and be like, and then just direct how you want your marketing to go, but don't ever interact. Like, always have a middleman.
Saying that now, like, you have to do that because you need to be in front of everyone's face all the time now, right? And like I was listening to A$AP Rocky's new song, and it's just crazy because he stepped away from, like, he was kind of out of it, you know?
Yeah.
Like he would drop his album and then you wouldn't really hear from him, and because of that, he's never gonna be successful. Like, I mean, he's never gonna be as successful again, right? And it's kind of a shame because at his peak, he was going to be that next thing, you know? He was a very interesting voice coming up.
Yes.
And it's crazy that he's not anymore. Like, his voice is
Yet.
really... Doesn't matter.
Could happen. Like, what's the guy from Everything Everywhere All at Once who was Short Round?
Yeah.
I think that could happen to anyone.
Sure.
And if you just, like, because there's like a power to being reclusive and then just dropping whatever and then letting it go out. Like Daft Punk. Like, they're a perfect example of not really caring.
What about Kendrick?
Another good example. And still absolutely killing their art.
But those people, even like a Frank Ocean, they need to be the best of the best to do that. And I don't think that's the thing with A$AP, like, or Rocky. He's not as good as like the best of the best, but he has a vital like swag that makes him interesting.
I think it's just taste. I think he has taste.
Yeah.
And and those people are probably like learning. I don't know if ASAP Rocky's learning.
He is, but I think he's not making.
He's
enough.
probably like just satisfied with
Yeah.
what he has already.
He's probably more happy than any of those guys. You know.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Do what you do, Rocky. Or don't if you're not happy. Sports, anything?
Basketball's dead. Wemby killed it. That'll be my personality for the next his 20-year career. Like Wemby killed basketball. Called it, guys.
Yeah.
I haven't been nothing new.
Yeah, me neither. There's the Messi thing that he's in Miami now.
Heard like the tickets are $100,000 each.
Probably, and also that all of like his past teammates are coming to play with him.
Oh wow!
So it's interesting because like there's never been that many like European players
Right.
come.
Yeah.
And it's like all on one team.
Right.
And they're all older, but it's still interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see how good they are or not as good.
Probably going to have like a soccer renaissance here, huh?
I mean, I don't know.
Well,
We have a good teams, you know? I mean, okay. We have good players. MLS isn't that good.
but I mean, a renaissance. It's coming up, I think.
It could.
World Cup, Messi's here. He's probably going to boost popularity here. Like, I don't think it'll be soon, but these are like all the signs of something changing.
Yeah. I thought it would be here by now, but it hasn't.
It's like me in DC. Now you know how I feel,
Oh,
buddy.
God.
Tough.
Ivan, anything else? TV? Anything?
No.
Ivan, next week is Oppenheimer. We need to go rest. Like it's gonna be tough. We need to be ready for the
It's
beautiful.
out tonight,
people.
technically.
It is.
Let's say you and me just hop on out of here.
Can I bring my daughter?
No, I'm not going anymore.
Okay.
That would probably traumatize her. The nukes.
Okay. We'll be back next week with Oppenheimer. Get ready for that. It'll be crazy. And I'm gonna watch Barbie too. I'm gonna watch.
I'll try to. How about if it happens, we'll do both. If not, no.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Play by ear.
Yeah, yeah.
Peace out.